Hey guys, this is Subhashish Mishra, your test coach. Today we'll learn about inheritance in Java. First, we'll understand what is inheritance in our real life. Inheritance means inheriting the property from parents to child. For example, whatever property your parents having, you will also get those property by default. Let's say you have a family transport business and that got inherited to you. So you are doing same transport business, and with that you have also added some more business into it. So basically inheritance means few existing you inherited from your parents, and on top of that you added few more things which you need. We have similar concept present in Java. The process by which one class acquires the properties or data members and functionalities or methods of another class is called inheritance. Then we have child class and parent class. What is child class? The class that extends the features of another class is known as child class. You can also call it as subclass or derived class. Then parent class. The class whose properties and functionalities are used or inherited by another class is known as parent class. You can call that as superclass also, base class also. So, inheritance is a process of defining a new class based on an existing class by extending its common data members and methods. Inheritance represents the is a relationship which is also known as a parent-child relationship. Some examples are: a car is a vehicle, orange is a fruit, a surgeon is a doctor, a dog is an animal. So here you can see is a relationship, and you can see, right, car is a child class and vehicle is a parent class. We'll understand in details in our examples. So now let's understand why we need inheritance. Inheritance allows us to reuse of code. It improves reusability in your Java application. The biggest advantage of inheritance is the code that is already present in base class need not be rewritten in the child class. This means that the data members or instance variables and methods of the parent class can be used in the child class. So if you consider the same example which we discussed in the beginning, if you got transport business from your parents, you don't have to redo same business from the scratch. You just need to manage that transport business, but if you want to add some more business on top of that, you can do that. So you are avoiding the duplicate work here. Whatever your parents having, you are just reusing that. Inheritance also promotes polymorphism by allowing method overriding. We'll learn about it in detail in our future tutorial. So what is syntax of inheritance in Java? So here you are seeing the syntax. To inherit a class, we use extends keyword. Here you can see class dog extends animal. Dog is the child class and animal is the parent class. So the class dog is inheriting the properties and methods of animal class. The animal is the superclass or parent class or base class, and the dog is a subclass, or you can call it a child class or derived class. The subclass inherits the fields and methods of the superclass. We'll see it with an example. Let's go to our Eclipse, and here I'll create a new class and I'll name it as animal. Okay, this will be our parent class, and inside animal we'll have few variables. For example, integer number of legs of an animal. Then we'll have few methods. For example, public void eat. Okay, and will print inside I can eat. Okay, similarly we'll have one more method, and for example we'll give it as sleep. Okay, I can sleep. So we have a parent class which is animal. So here we have one variable integer number of legs, and we have two methods eat and sleep. Okay, let's create another class, and it is our child class. So we'll name it as Doug. Okay, and finish. So what we want here, we want to extend the animal class. We want to inherit, right? So how we'll write that? We'll write public class dog. Dog is the child class. Then you need to write extends. What you want to extend? Animal. So you will write animal. Okay. So this class got extended. Animal, you are able to extend it. Then what we will do? For example, inside the dog class we have few variables, string, color. Okay, then let's see, we have one more method here, public void dog bark. So we'll write bark as a method, and here we'll print I can bark. Okay, fine. Now, so what we want to do here, we want to use these variables and methods because we are inheriting those things, right? So what we will do now, how we can do that? First, let's create instance of our child class. For example, dog equal to new dog. Okay, then let's see, let's access those. So dog, just put dot, and you see what are the things you can access. So you can see, right, this color. So this color is coming from the dog class. So let's use that dog.color. For example, we'll give it as black. Okay, then again we'll use dog dot number of legs. You are seeing, right? So from where it is coming? It is coming from animal class. You can see it here, right? String is coming from dog, but number of legs is coming from animal class because we have used the extend keyword and we have inherited whatever the functionality present inside animal. We are inheriting all those things, so we are able to use number of legs. I need to give example 4. Okay, similarly we should able to access the methods. So dog dot, so here you can see bark is the method. Bark is for the dog class, right? So whatever written here. Then similarly dog dot, here you can see eat is from animal class. Here you can see that, right? So dog dot eat. Similarly dog dot, we can write sleep. Here is the method, and you see it is coming from animal class. So dog dot sleep. And now let's execute it. See, you can see all these things, right? So dog dot bark. So inside bark we have printed I can bark. Then eat is inside animal. So inside animal, whatever animal class, whatever the eat method, I can eat. Then sleep, I can sleep. So that's how this program is working here. So what we did here, we have inherited a subclass dog from superclass animal. The dog class inherits the data members, which is number of legs, and methods eat and sleep. You can see here, right? This is the data member or variable, and methods eat and sleep. So this got inherited to dog class. Hence, objects of the dog class can access the members of both dog class and animal class. We saw, right? The instance, the object of dog class is able to access both bark and eat and sleep. So bark is of bark is the method for dog class, where eat and sleep are the method of animal class. So that's how this inheritance works. Now we'll move to types of inheritance. So there are total 5 types of inheritance in Java. So one is single, multi-level, hierarchical, multiple and hybrid. On the basis of class, there can be 3 types of inheritance in Java: single, multi-level and hierarchical. In Java programming, multiple and hybrid inheritance is supported through interface only. We'll learn about interface in details in our future tutorials, but you need to remember here, multiple and hybrid inheritance is supported through interface only. Okay, so let's understand what is single inheritance. Single inheritance is damn easy to understand. When a class extends another one class only, then we call it as single inheritance. This flow diagram shows that class B extends only one class, which is class A. So here A is a parent class of B and B would be a child class of A. So we saw just before this, we saw the example, right? So that is the single inheritance. Then we have multi-level inheritance. When a class extends a class which extends another class, then this is called multi-level inheritance. For example, class C extends class B and class B extends class A, then this type of inheritance is known as multi-level inheritance. You are seeing that in this diagram, right? It's pretty clear with the diagram. In multi-level inheritance, there is a concept of grandparent class. If we take the example of this diagram, then class C inherits class B and class B inherits class A. So which means B is a parent class of C and A is a parent class of B. So in this case, class C is implicitly inheriting the properties and methods of class A along with class B. That's what is called multi-level inheritance. Then we have hierarchical inheritance. When more than one classes inherits a same class, then this is called as hierarchical inheritance. For example, class B and class C extends same class A. So here you are seeing in the diagram, right? Class B and class C are inheriting the class A. So when a class has more than one child class or subclasses, or in other words, more than one child class have the same parent class, then this type of inheritance is known as hierarchical inheritance. One example of hierarchical inheritance is dog and cat classes inherits the animal class. So last time we saw, right, in our program, there was a parent class which is animal and dog is a child class which extended animal class. Similarly, if cat also can inherit the same animal class and can use it. So that's the example of hierarchical inheritance. Then we have multiple inheritance. When one class extends more than one classes, then this is called multiple inheritance. For example, class C extends class A and class B, then this type of inheritance is known as multiple inheritance. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. We'll understand why Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance and how we can use interfaces instead of classes to achieve the same purpose. So basically this is not supported through class concept, but it is supported through interface. Then let's understand why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. In C++ and in other few languages support multiple inheritance, while Java doesn't support it. Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance to avoid the ambiguity caused by it. So one of the example of such problem is the diamond problem that occurs in multiple inheritance. So again the question is, what is diamond problem? We'll discuss this problem with the help of this diagram, and This also you can tell as a hybrid inheritance, which shows multiple inheritance as class D extends both class B and C, and class B is extending class A, and class C is extending class A. So let's assume we have a method in class A, and class B and C overrides that method in their own way. Here the problem comes, right? Because D is extending both B and C. So if D wants to use the same method, which method would be called? The overridden method of B or the overridden method of C? So that's where ambiguity comes, and that's the main reason why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. But we can achieve this using Java interface. We'll discuss in details when we learn about interface in our future tutorials. For now, just understand Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance. Then we have hybrid inheritance. A hybrid inheritance is a combination of more than one types of inheritance. For example, when class B and C extends class A and class D extends class B, then this is a hybrid inheritance because it is a combination of single and hierarchical inheritance. So in this case we will call it as hybrid inheritance mainly. So when you will call it as hybrid inheritance, when it is a combination of more than one type of inheritance, then you can call it as hybrid inheritance. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.